Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female effery. Today's video is a Kendra G reaction, and we're going to be looking at a woman who says that she's worth $60,000 a year. Yeah, you heard it. She said in order to date her, her man needs to have an extra $5,000 a month in order to take her out and do lavish things, go on trips and stuff like that. Right now, this is 5,000. He just got to have it laying around, additional money, not on top of whatever else he needs, throughout his life, whatever bills and recreational activities and stuff like that. But he needs to be able to spend $5,000 a month on her for entertainment, is what she's saying. So, you guys, again, tell me you're a hoe without telling me you're a hoe. All right? You can't make this up. But you guys are going to hear it out of her own mouth. All right? If you guys haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And again, more BFF. All right? Let's get into it. All right? Hold tight. Fair use, fresh.
Hello? Yes, you got on clothes. You look good.
I'm ready, girl.
You ready? I can tell you got that ponytail. You look good. What's your name, honey? Z, where you calling us from?
Miami.
Miami. You got that Miami happy energy.
Well, listen, I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
And I've been down in Miami for about 13 years now.
That's what's up. So D from Chicago, but lives in Miami. How old are you?
52.
You look amazing.
Thanks.
Okay. You have any kids?
Three
kids. How old are your children?
29, 22, 13.
All by the same man?
Two.
He ever been married?
Once.
One of your children's dads?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you get divorced?
I think 2006.
Oh, okay, years ago. Okay. Z, what you do for a living?
I own my cigar brand.
You own your own what?
Cigar brand.
Okay. So you own your own cigar brands.
Yes. And professionally, I am a director of finance.
Okay. And you own a director of finance. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
So we got D, 52, Gemini, lives from Chicago but lives in Miami. Owns her own cigar brand, also director of finance. Mom to 3, by 2 men. 1 was her husband. All right, girlfriend. She was married once. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I mean, she don't look bad. She looks good for 52. So it looks like she's been keeping herself in decent shape. But yeah, but listen to the BFF, right? Even though they're older, these women still be on that same time as these younger modern women.
Hey, let me tell you something. I already knew that I was gonna be on here tonight. I manifested
Girl, you
it.
look good. So look, you ready? I like it.
So I wrote it down. Okay.
Shit.
So
we go with the list.
The type of man I'm looking for is consistent with solid intentions. I'm heavy on consistency because I don't like to waste my time. I'm looking for a leader, a romantic man, Someone who's equally as vested in learning and understanding me as I am him, learning, understanding each other's love languages, and just kind of taking the whole journey, but intentionally taking the journey.
Now, what is your love language?
Well, it's all of them. It's just a matter of what order are they taking. So the first, I would say first is quality.
And that love language is some BS. It's just like these women always talking about they do certain things because they are, because I'm a Gemini or I'm a Leo or I'm a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? They try to blame it on their signs and all that, or why they so combative and masculine and competitive, and competitive and petty and all that crap. And this love language crap, that's I hate hearing it. I hate it when they say they have a love language. That shit don't mean nothing.
Time, words of affirmation, and I would also say for number 3, I would say gifts.
Gifts. Okay. So you want him to understand your love language. Now, what are your deal breakers? I'm assuming you wrote it down.
Yeah, I did write it down. Listen, I'm 52. I be forgetting shit. So my deal breakers are inconsistency. I really have like very low tolerance for people who don't date within their league.
What does that mean to you? Date within their league?
It's okay to dream. Okay, it's okay to see someone, to have expectations, or to really desire a certain type of person. But to date within your league really means that if you see someone and their lifestyle is not something that's aligned with yours, okay, and you really don't feel like you can hit that benchmark, then you kind of take a stand back. Okay, I feel like a lot of people nowadays just kind of just go all in without assessing whether or not the lifestyles align. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say dating within your league.
Okay, so I want to stay here for 1 second, because I'll make sure I hear you. So we haven't got to the money yet, but are you saying like if a man feels like he can't afford you, then he shouldn't even try to approach you?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Now, the men that can afford you, do they approach you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. So
Damn
if you
lie.
out of our league, do not apply, stay in your league.
And I feel like, and I say that humbly, okay? Because I feel like, each individual, and that goes for men and women alike, okay? We, like, you kind of understand and know when you meet someone or when you look at someone and you're kind of gauging, who they are as a person, how they move, you kind of have an understanding on whether or not you can fit into that realm.
But let me ask you
Okay.
this. Are we still only talking about finances?
We're talking the gamut.
Because in the finance world, that wouldn't apply for men. Because men don't look for wives that equally make what they make. They could
Right.
literally
We don't
marry
care.
a woman who is just beautiful, who they plan on making their wife, bearing their children, and they've decided that they're gonna fit all the bills. So this is where the challenge becomes, because I think women who make a certain amount of money, they date and they kind of speak. This
Right. Kendall's been on it lately. She's been on it. She's figuring out that these women be on some crazy time, be on some BS, cause as she's saying, men don't care what you make. We don't care about your money, right? Like I said, we could be, high earners, and we could run into a woman who looks good, who got her head on her shoulders, but she could be making 20, 30 grand a year. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. Or if she is making more or close to what we're making, it's her mindset. You know what I'm saying? The more accomplished she is better, because if we can use that, and to help us, you know what I'm saying? But if we can't use it, and that don't mean we won't date you or we won't be with you. It's just that that's not a determining factor if you're the type of woman that we want. Like I said, we'll get into what you do, how much you make later, right? We just want to know what type of woman are you. your character and what you believe in, and if you're on some demon time or not.
I want to get clarity. Their assessment is, I only want to date a man that makes what I make or more, and that's where the woman in that financial bracket sits in. But the opposite is not true for the guy. He's not saying you have to make this amount of money or more to date me. I'm not saying he wants a bum, but he will choose a woman that fits within his life more than over a woman who may make the same as him.
I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree. I think from a male perspective, they don't use the finances as a benchmark, but they may use a woman's substance as a benchmark, right? And so there we have, again, is a league. You know what I'm saying? So what composites or what qualities really make up this woman's character? And does that really kind of align with what the man is looking for? So it kind of is like two different spectrums, but it's really the same thing.
So when you're married, did you feel like y'all were equally yoked? I think we're talking about equally yoked at this moment.
I think at the time we were.
The time you were, then you grew apart?
We grew apart. So my ex-husband is 10 years older than me.
Okay.
And if I'm being totally candid, we really got married for the wrong reason. I was like the trophy wife. He had stability. This was back in the 1900s. He had stability, something that was attractive to me. So we really did not take the time. I mean, we dated probably about 3 years before we got married. But I think that we really did not measure the importance of spiritual alignment.
Okay.
At the time, that right there is really what caused things to kind of go south, because we were not spiritually. And so where I saw that we should have went to spirit and had spiritual counseling, he wasn't for it. You know what I'm saying?
So he had finances though. He had money.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Not saying this has to be the option, but would you date a man that is spiritually aligned with you, but maybe doesn't make as much money as you?
Absolutely.
Okay. So spiritually alignment is more important than the dollar amount.
See, line, because listen to what she's about to say next.
It is important.
Okay. So I'm happy we have this. I needed to deep dive because you said don't date out of your league. So you're talking out of your spiritual league.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on your deal breakers?
Let me see. Hold on, girl. Let me phone back up. Shoot. Let me see. Deal breaker. Okay. Yeah. So a man who has not done any shadow work. All right. So what I have found, and this is just, it's not a dating thing, it's just in general. I talk to people, and a lot of people feel safe to confide in me about things, but I feel like there are a lot of broken men out here, and I don't say that as a ding, okay, but as a woman, as a mother of a 29-year-old, I have to and have had to take accountability that in that time when my son was growing up, I was of the old school. I did not raise my oldest son and give him tools to understand that he has feelings, that he should be able to express his feelings and how to cope, right? I think that in our community that we're guilty, as mothers, we're guilty of that. And that comes from how we're raised, right? But there was a time in my life where I became a different version of myself. And so as I transcended spiritually, I was able to give my other children tools that I did not give my older child. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I find nowadays, that there are a lot of broken men. There are a lot of broken men out here that have not done any shadow work, and it's not any fault of their own, but they've just not been given permission to feel. You see what I'm saying? And to express and to really take that journey. But I want somebody who's taking that journey.
I got you. Okay. I love it. Okay. So those were all your deal breakers? Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Yeah, I would say he should be 5'9" or taller. At least 5'9" or taller.
5'9" or taller.
Caramel complexion or darker.
Okay.
I don't have a size preference,
Okay.
but it's important that he's groomed, right? Like no dirty sneakers, no dirty nails, none of that shit. So yeah, just groomed very well. So his appearance and his hygiene, all that stuff is important to him. And the height requirement, like 5'9" taller because I'm 5'4". And
okay. Now, what about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Here we go.
Now, what I will say to that is this: I won't put a dollar amount on it. Okay, I think everybody has their own expectations. I don't have an expectation in that realm, but what I will say is this: my entertainment budget has averaged over the last few years $60,000.
That's just wait. 60,000 is the play.
60,000 is just play, just entertainment budget.
Listen to this shit.
So it got up,
Say,
right?
Again?
He has to be able to keep up, right?
Now, in the 60,000 budget of play money, is the expectation if y'all go on a trip, he's paying for himself or he's paying for both of you guys?
You know what? I think it's a give and take. It really depends on where we're at in the juncture of the relationship. Like through the gate, I'm not paying for shit. But if we get, you know what I'm saying, and we're, maturing in a relationship, then of course, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm an extreme giver. So I don't have a problem with, giving and things of that nature. But through the gate, no. But
I like the way you did this. So you didn't give how much he has to make, but you gave how much he needs to be able to keep up in extra money. So 60K would be extra money. So one can only draw the.
So 60K extra money. So meaning this guy has to make about in excess of 200K annually. You know what I'm saying? After taxes, right? Since he got to have an additional 60K for entertainment. So if he comes home with 200K after taxes, and once he spends that 60K annually on her, it leaves him about 140K. But like I said, they know they try to be sneaky about it, but you know what I'm saying? With this, well, he got to have this much extra money set aside for entertainment. So they really, you know what I'm saying? Instead of saying he needs to make 200 grand a year or 250 grand or 250K a year, they put in where he needs to, make, or he needs to have an additional 5K a month for entertainment. Some BS, man. Straight BS.
On conclusion of how much of a salary they can make, because 60K as extra money, I mean, you have to make at least over 200K.
Thank you.
It's relative. It really is.
You're a goddamn lie.
I like the way you did that, though.
Listen to this shit. Talking about it's relative. It's relative, huh?
Bullheaded lies. Bullheaded lies.
Goddamn lie. Boy, they be on some bullshit.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I've only pressed the request to be here like 3 times. And every time I press the request to be here, I sit here in my light ready to go for the whole show. So
well, I love it. I respect your preparation. I don't take it for granted. You look good, girl. 52. That's why you talking that talk. That's why she's talking that talk. Now I understand.
She still ain't worth no 60K. She still ain't worth no 60K a year. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. She still ain't worth it. You gotta be doing a whole lot for a man to come out 60K a year just for entertainment for your ass.
Why?
I got buzz.
But like I said, if he can afford it, that's fine. But still, what is he getting? You know what I'm saying? It has to average out. It has to make sense.
Now I understand why D was talking all that talk. You look good, girl. All right.
Thank you.
What was your last relationship?
My last relationship ended about a year ago.
Okay.
And emotionally available for about 9 months now.
All right, well that's that. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted y'all to hear that, man, about these women wanting these men to make so much annually, just for entertainment, just BS money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy, man. They need to. They trying to be slick. That's all I can say. They think they slick. Cause in a video I did earlier, it was a woman saying a guy had to make an additional $6,000 a year. She wanted $500 allowance every month. You know what I'm saying? On top of what he spend when they go out and go on trips and stuff. So yeah. So instead of saying that these men need to make 150, 200K, they just saying, well, he needs to have an additional so and so every month, or he needs to have an additional this amount of money every year for expenditures, for entertainment. You see, I mean, it's more BFF, more black female fuckery. But you guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. All right. If you haven't, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, share. It's your boy Jay Larone. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?